Good morning to you all. Yeah, I thought it was probably time to put another lamp up. Can't give you much information about the lamp. It's obviously one that's in the collection. Working it out, it's probably 100 volts or 110, 20. It's quite old. Now the reason I'm putting this up is to mention this type of lamp, which is a squirrel cage filament lamp, normally vacuum, and a shape which goes back quite a few years. Now recently, in the last few years, China has been producing this type of lamp either with a tungsten filament, what this one is, or LED type filament, and they're everywhere. You've only got to be on a bus and have a look at the shops as the bus goes along. So many of this type of lamp has been installed. Watch TV, you see them. On shows, you watch them. So they're really common, but they are common. They're not antique ones, but this one is a genuine oldie, probably 1930s. Unfortunately, I've got no name on it whatsoever. I've got it working on reduce voltage. There's the actual lamp. Up against a white surface so you can see. Okay, this is not a pip top. I would think probably 1930s, 40s. But a kind of lamp I dearly wanted to own when I was a little bit younger. Yeah, quite a bit younger. You just didn't see them. They were a type of lamp you'd heard about. Squirrel cage, filament, vacuum. They were used on tramways and that. They were sort of a traction type of lamp because the filament could stand a bit of vibration. But that was as far as it went. Now, I don't know whether this was in the 60s or the 70s, it may even been the 80s. But I was walking through Wimbledon town and I happened to look into the window of an electrical shop who was selling, I think they were Norel outside lamps. They were posh lamps that you'd fit outside. And I thought, that is interesting, because in it was a squirrel cage lamp. And this was well before the Chinese ones. Well, on further observation, it appeared that they were actually navigation lamps. They were made from presumably the same patterns and that of the old squirrel cage, and they were like a link from the genuine oldies to more modern days. They were used, as I say, for ships navigation, and being a squirrel cage type filament, light being emitted from them was the same all the way round. You didn't get any blind spots or any dark shadows. I understand these were made by Atlas. Some had the GEC name on them, but I believe they were all made by Thorn or Atlas. It was Atlas and Thorn were the same company. So, yeah, that was quite a nice find. And of course, being that style of lamp would go suitably very well to the Norel lamp, which was obviously an outdoor lamp, and it looked very nice. They did also do a carbon lamp, but I think mainly they use this the squirrel cage lamp. Anyway, that's more or less all I've got to say. It's just a short little video, just to let you know more or less that I'm still alive and kicking. The last 2 days have been a bit tied up. I had a check with the health centre regards my type 2 diabetics. It's always a very good checkup, and yesterday I went into Croydon and had my teeth looked at, and they were all right as well, so it was 2 good days. I always like going to Croydon because you go through Surrey Street, which is on the way to the dentist, and I always pick up a few odds and ends, some mushrooms, some tomatoes. Okay, you have to use the tomatoes fairly quickly because they are very, very ripe in some cases. But yeah, Surrey Street's been going for many, many years. Anyway, I'm being sidetracked again, so I'm going to stop now. This is the actual lamp. As far as I know, it's made over here, but there's no indications on it whatsoever of name. There's no numbers on it, and I worked it out. It would probably be about 120 volts, certainly not 240. And it's in fully working order, as we can see. Pop it back in again. I've got the old Variac, which is very good. There we are. Now that's showing what voltage we're putting in there off. It's about 25 volts. Between 25 and 50. Lighten it up a bit. That's 50 volts. So yeah, I would say 100 volts, 110 would probably be right. And as you can see, the actual filament, the way it's made, it's a straight wire, it's not coiled. On the reproduction lamps from China, often the filament has got a slight coil. Very hard to see, but it's there, it's a slight coil. And I've got 3 of those on my my American standard lamp. That's on 110 volts, but they're using the Chinese lamps, which have got, they don't have a pip on the top, but they have a little bulge. I suppose it's to imitate the actual pip. But anyhow, that's more or less it. Thanks again for watching. Any questions, please ask. Many thanks to questions I've had before on the last videos. I haven't checked them for a couple of days. I say I was tied up for the last 2 days. So thanks for watching. Thank you.